Good morning, guys. Today is Saturday. We are celebrating my niece's birthday. Her birthday is on New Year's Eve, so we're celebrating her today. Husband's getting us some coffee right now. I'm making us some waffle. We don't have enough mix to make like the whole batch, so I'll probably end up just having something different. But also I have to do my ID, so I'm hoping to do that either Monday or Tuesday of next week. I need to get my ID done because my ID expires before my birthday. My birthday's in February, so my ID expires and my tag expires and everything, so I just want to do it all at one time. So I'm gonna go to the DMV, I know, on sometime this coming week and get my photo done. Hey guys, so I got all ready. I got all ready because we were gonna go to lunch with my mom, but I haven't heard from her, so I don't know if they're still going, but I got at least us ready so that we could like pile in the car whenever I did hear back from her. But today is Sunday and I have gotten so much done today. It's amazing. I got all the Christmas decor completely packaged. It just has to go up into the attic, or what is it called? Packed away, I don't know. Good boy. Right now Moana is on, it's doing that song, You're Welcome, and my son just keeps going, thanks, thanks. So I got everything packed up. That's ready to go in the attic. I got some like cleaning done in the kitchen, and I just want to get this house together because I just can tell that it's really fogging just everything about me. I'm telling you, if I drink water, I will like nail it the next day. I will have so much energy and be good. And then this morning I've drank a bunch of water as well. So I want to keep this going again because I was not feeling my greatest last week, just not drinking enough water, and just, it wasn't good. I'm right back at it, and it feels so good being able to have this energy again because I've missed it. But I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's appointment. I'm really hoping that she cooperates so that they get the shots that they want, so that my doctors can feel comfortable, because I feel like that's just what the problem was. Like, if they just got all the shots that they needed, I feel like we could have just avoided all of the drama that has happened the last like week. I honestly, truthfully can say that, like, I know it's like a joke, oh, if you're not feeling well, drink water. Like, honestly, it has made such a difference in my day-to-day life. Drinking enough water, making sure I'm hydrated, just truthfully has made such a difference. And I forgot how dehydrated, or I didn't realize how dehydrated I must be on a regular basis, you know, before pregnancy, or just like in my day-to-day life. I feel like I don't drink enough water anymore, and I need to get back to it, because back when I was my healthiest, I used to drink so much water. I would pee literally every 5 minutes, and I'm trying to get back to that person. I'm trying to get back to that habit so that I feel good again and I feel energized, and that's something that's super duper important. And I notice I respond very well to water, so I need to get on that. Okay, so lunch did not happen, which is fine because I honestly really wanted to stay home anyway. I gotta pee again. I've peed all day today, which I think is a good sign. I'm hopefully getting out all of the toxins. Okay, this is the other thing I need to mention. If you guys have been following me a while, you guys know I had the limited edition pink Yeti Rambler, like the bottle. I had that and it was my go-to. Well, apparently I took it to the hospital and I didn't realize I did when I was in labor. And I didn't realize I took it, and I did. And someone, whoever was responsible for our bags, left it at the hospital. And so I have called, I've tried everything to try and recover that thing, never got it back. I'm assuming the person who ended up with it knew it was limited edition, and so I didn't get it back. So I've been very bitter ever since, but I did find a seller who was selling them and swore it was authentic and brand new. And I looked into the company, and the company's like a legit company based out of, where, but like a legit company, and I'm just assuming they may have ordered them, you know, a couple years ago and just never sold them in store, because they just now started selling online. So that's what I'm assuming is happening here. It's cold. I haven't been struggling too bad with my anxiety the last couple of months. It really hasn't been something I've really had to worry about, or it wasn't something I've really been like dealing with. For some reason today, I am just like feeling it. I just feel anxious today. I feel like I just can't get myself together. I mean, I can. So like, I've had, by the way, laundry. If it wouldn't be one of my vlogs if there wasn't laundry all in the background of my video. I'm just like in such a weird headspace. I need it to be my appointment already. I need to get past all of this stress and all of this, I don't know, my anxiety and stress is just getting the best of me. And it happens on days that I don't have a lot going on, and I feel like that's totally normal. I feel like a lot of people, or a lot of women, they experience that. I'm just like on a whole nother level today. I just feel I just feel stressed out. And I think it's because we're so close to this appointment, but so far, and like I just really want tomorrow to come and get these images. And like I just stress out whenever I have a really busy week ahead as well, and whenever I don't have like a lot of activities that's like taking all of my mind, I just get into my head. If I like am not so busy and so just like zoomed in on something, like my head just starts spinning, and it's like it's starting to get pretty bad today. And so I'm trying to just keep my thoughts together, keep my mind together, try not to overthink things and whatever. Honestly, like I don't know why I'm even having these like thoughts, or like why I'm having this stress, because there hasn't been any reason to have it. I'm just so like, I gotta talk to my doctors and just be like, look, you guys have caused harm. Like you guys have made me stress out and worry about something that I just don't feel like there's any kind of problem. I just don't understand why this pregnancy, these doctors are like zoning in on things that my last pregnancy they didn't even care about. And like you would think the second pregnancy they'd be more chill and lax, because they're like, oh, she's been there, she's had a healthy kid. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm speaking to some other women out there who are struggling with doctors who are making them feel like complete crap. It's like in my head, I think I know everything's okay and I know everything is fine, but it's like I need to hear it from the doctor so that I know they're like off my back. This is just something that I struggle with whenever I'm like by myself and stuff. Like I just struggle with getting in my head and just going crazy. So I gotta get out of it. Maybe I'm like coming down from like caffeine or something, but there's something going on that's like really just kind of like being a buzzkill, and I don't like it. So today's just kind of been an off day. I've had like different things kind of like go on today that I'm like, okay, it's not like a bad day. It was just like, I think just communication was a little bit off today. So anyway, my little one is in the bath right now, and it's much later than I would have liked. So hopefully he can take a nice quick one tonight, because he's definitely tired anyway. We are going to watch some TV. We finished The Witcher. I don't even know if I told you guys that we finished The Witcher, I don't know, whatever. And we loved it. It was really, really good. The ending episode, we both were like, what? And then we started You. I think we're on like episode 5 or 6, and we loved the first season, and we really are enjoying the second season as well. It's hard to get past him as being Dan Humphrey though, I'm not gonna lie. Hey you guys, updates. I am now headed to my doctor's appointment, and I'm going on my own for a couple reasons. My son is still sick, so I'd rather he were home. Another thing is sometimes it just is too much having like all of us in the room, because I'm very opinionated, my husband can be very opinionated, and because this appointment is one that I'm super stressed out about, I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna go on my own, especially so we're not distracted by my son, and that doesn't become anything. Like I can speak one-on-one with my doctor and just see maybe if things go any different. I don't know. I'm extremely stressed out. I've done nothing but stress and make myself sick for the last week and a half. I think what happened, and I'm gonna say this before my appointment, I will come back at you guys after the appointment with the updated stuff, but I'm thinking because my doctor got the results from the radiologist that said I got limited views. When you get limited views, a lot of times it means that you're overweight and like they literally just can't get views of the baby. That's sometimes what happens. And because of my weight, my number has always been higher than what people thought. Fine, who cares? I am a bigger girl. I had so many ultrasounds with my son. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 ultrasounds with my son, and not one time was it ever an issue. And I am now smaller, not necessarily smaller, but I'm the same size as I was with him. So there's really no reason. And also with him, the placenta was in the way. So the fact that they're trying to blame it on my weight is why they had trouble, I think is why they tried referring me to a specialist. Without having talked to me though, it really is making me mad, because they really should have spoke with me about it and should have asked me what happened, and they should have told me why they sent me to, or why they referred me to a specialist and all the things. What I think is happening is I believe that they think that the limited views are due to my weight, when they're not. The limited views were due to the position of the baby. It just seems like every single appointment, for some reason, something strange like comes up. The first appointment, great. After that, every single appointment, something like just dumb would come up. And it's like, none of this was an issue last pregnancy. I literally would walk in, take my blood pressure, do my weight, talk with the doctors, have like a normal conversation. Yeah, there were a couple things that would come up that would like frustrate me. My glucose test I had to do a bunch of times, so that frustrated me. But those are like normal tests. Like, I can't fight tests that need to happen. But like stuff like this, it just seems like they're pinpointing me, and like it honestly feels like I'm targeted. Went yesterday and had my second ultrasound and got the addendum today, and everything was good. The sonographer, I asked 2 times, and I had 2 sonographers yesterday. I asked both of them twice. Is the reason why we're having trouble getting these scans, is it because of my size? And they both said, absolutely not. Those were their words. Absolutely not. It's because of the baby's position. And I said, well, is this like normal? Because my doctors like almost like make me feel like something's wrong with me. And they're like, this is 100% normal. This is something that happens. You can't control what your baby does. We can't control what your baby does. We only have a certain time frame. And if your baby doesn't flip to the position we need during that time frame, you just have to come back. So yesterday we were there for quite a while. We were there a long time again, when it should have just been like a quick scan, but we were there quite a while, and they finally got what they needed. They both were about to like give up and say, we just can't get the shot we need, because she would not turn. She turned like right at the beginning where how they needed her to be, and then she flipped. So they had me go outside and walk around and try and get her to move. So I kind of like walked around and like bounced a little bit to try to get her to flip, and she did completely flip the way that they needed it. It took forever for them to get the shots that they needed, but they did finally get it. And because like they did say like it was hard for them to get the shots, but it was because of her position. I'm trying to stay optimistic, but to be honest, I don't. I feel sick to my stomach 24/7. I'm sad. I'm stressed to my core. I'm just not having a good time, and I'm just being honest. I guess we're just gonna have to see what happens. Chat soon. I'm so happy. You guys, for the last week and a half, I've just been so upset. I've been so stressed out. I've been so upset. Everything's good, you guys. Everything is good. I'm so happy right now. She looked over the anatomy scan and everything. She looked over the report. She looked over my report to make sure I was all good, and everything is good, and I'm so happy. I feel so happy right now. Super exciting. I don't even know if I told you guys. Have I even talked to you guys? I don't know. You guys know, if you guys are a real OG, I told you I ordered it. So like, if you guys are real OG, you guys know that I had this Yeti that I was obsessed with all during my pregnancy with my son. I loved it. It was limited edition. It was like my favorite. I loved it. I don't remember what the heck I was gonna say just now. It was like heartbreaking for me, and I know that's like super sad, but like it was. I was so upset. It was limited edition, my favorite bottle. The seller, I don't know if he knew that they were limited edition. They were like long gone and extremely hard to find, but he has a bunch of them, and I almost bought 2, but I didn't. He has a bunch of them, and I got it, and I was like super skeptical. I'm like, there's no way it's gonna be real. It's definitely not gonna be real. Sorry, I forgot that the AC makes a difference too in my videos, but this is authentic. I got my bottle back. I have searched for this stupid bottle for, how old's my son? 1.5 years now. 1.5 years I've been trying to find this dumb bottle, and I've been super bitter about it, just so silly about it. And finally I found it. And one time I did find it at a retailer after I had my son, maybe 4 or 5 months after I had my son. I did see it at a retailer, but it was the smaller one. This is so lame. You guys are like, it's a water bottle. But honestly, if you're into stuff like this, you know if you know. I am so happy. I am so relieved and so happy, and I just feel so good. Disappointment, I needed so badly for my heart. Like, I just needed it because I've been so scared. I finally feel like this doctor is like on my page. Like, we're seeing eye to eye, and we pretty much have every single appointment. The only time there was an issue was one time at the appointment too. There was a poor girl. She was throwing up the whole time. All I could hear was her run back and forth, and then like a nurse run back and forth to the bathroom. I was right next to the bathroom, of course, but thankfully I didn't actually hear her get sick. But I think there was actually 2 girls getting sick there. Just like brings you back to when you go through your nausea and you're like, oh, I feel for you, girlfriend. I just feel like I could finally move on. I feel like this kind of kept me behind and kept me stuck. And you know, I try, like, the thing is there's so many really scary and really bad things out there, and it's like you try to like remind yourself that like things could be worse. Like when you're going through something, you like have to try to remind yourself things could be worse, but it doesn't always make you feel better, because still sometimes your reality sucks. you know, and you know, I know there could be such worse things, and there are such worse things, and it's like, I know that it just feels really good. Coffee is gonna be made. I have been drinking so much water. I pee literally every 5 to 10 minutes now. I feel great. The water makes such a difference. Even my doctor, like right when she walked in, she's like, girl, what smells so good in here? And I was like, me? But she's like, no, for real, like, you smell really good. And I'm like, thanks. She has the same like sarcastic attitude as I have. So she's like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, I feel so good. And she's just like, you look really, really good. One thing to hear that from people when your doctor tells you like, you look really good too. And like, I can tell that a lot of it is water, because she knew when I was dehydrated just from looking at me. At the beginning of the pregnancy, I couldn't drink water, and she even mentioned it. I think it was the 8-week appointment. But I give it to water. And I know that sounds so stupid and so cliche, but like, I give it to water. I'm gonna make some coffee and get to work and try and get rid of this acid reflux, because it really kind of sucks. Good morning, guys. We're headed to Target. I don't know how moms do it by themselves all the time, like just to run to get a coffee or just to Target or whatever, because I'm exhausted. We just got up. It's just such a long process just to get out of the house. On the list for Target, we need dishwasher cleaner, big time. I've used vinegar and all that, and it just wasn't enough. I need something a little bit stronger, so I'm gonna get dishwasher cleaner. And then I wanna get the planner. I saw Kristen Casper post a like story about a planner from the Target dollar spot, and outside of the planner is like super whatever, but the inside is really nice. And I've been seeing people post about the little organizers that are in the dollar spot, which I hate that like it's not $1 anymore. And that's just coming from like a real Target OG. Like, I worked at Target forever ago. Coming from someone who worked there for almost 10 years, it not being the dollar spot anymore is like heartbreaking. When it even went up to $3, I remember being like, well, why even call it the dollar spot anymore? Like, I hate when dollar stores are called the dollar store and they don't sell dollar stuff. They did change it. They changed it to Bullseye's Playground. Still, I don't quite understand why it's like all the rage when now it's no longer $1. I'm gonna get a coffee and I need brow gel. Tonight my parents are coming over. At least I think my dad's coming over. I know my mom is. I'm feeling so much better. Such a stress has been lifted off my shoulders. I know that the pregnancy, like, anything can come up at any time, but it's nice when you don't have this constant thing in your ear saying something could be wrong, something could be wrong, something could be wrong with you, something could be wrong with the baby. Like, it's nice having that peace of mind. I'm like praying he's a good boy, because I just cannot I don't know, I just don't know how moms do it. Like, I don't know if I have like a fussy guy or something, but like, he doesn't just chill. Like, when we go to the store, he doesn't just sit there chilling. We usually have to like get food in him. He literally has to be eating the whole time in order for him to be happy. All right, so I just got back from Target, so I just want to quickly show you guys what I did get. So this is the dishwasher cleaner that I picked up. Really hoping it works well. I heard really good things about the Glisten dishwasher cleaner, but I couldn't find it in Target. My local Walmart does not have it. I got this squirt bottle. I saw this on someone's Instagram, and I was like, oh, that'd be so much easier when I make pancakes and waffles. So I got this squirt bottle in the dollar spot for $3. And then some e.l.f. brow gel, some M&Ms, some gum. I got this planner. I saw Kristen Casper have one that said make a plan, but my main thing about it that I loved was the inside. They didn't have the make the plan one, or I probably would have gotten that one, but I got Today is the Day instead. But the inside is what I love. So there's a lot of weeks that I just don't want to fill out a calendar, and I may skip it, and I just used to always find that as such a waste. So this type of calendar you can just fill out every week, and I love that idea. So it's a weekly calendar. I know you can't really like plan ahead, or you could. If I wanted to write out every single day, I could, if there was something really important ahead, but usually the really important dates I already have in my phone anyway, so I don't really need to usually write ahead. So I really like the idea of this, that I can just fill it out myself, and if there's a week that I just am not inspired to fill out a calendar, I'm not wasting those pages. So, you know, I could have this week and then all of a sudden the next page be like a month from now, you know what I mean? So I really, really, really love that idea. And then I love that there's notes on the side, so I can take notes of vlogs or for my job. The idea of this calendar is just so superb. Then I got some more sponges. I got this towel. I am not a huge decorator for Valentine's Day, but I think it's because I've just always lived with boys. I've never been really inspired. But now that I have a little girl on the way, I just am always looking at pink stuff. So I just went ahead and picked up these towels. I thought they'd be cute on the oven. So got those. And then these pens I've been eyeing for a while. I don't know why, but I got these. Just comes with a gel pen, a double-sided marker. Oh, it's double-sided. That's pretty cool. And then a highlighter. This I saw on someone's Instagram, and I actually had no idea that they actually had it at the dollar spot. But I saw it on someone's Instagram actually this morning, and I thought it was super duper cute. They had it in like their kitchen. They had it like something like this. That was super duper cute. So I went ahead and got this as soon as I saw it. And then last but not least, I got these hair ties. These are the teleties. I see them on Instagram all the time. So I was like, well, you know what? Let's give them a go and see what I think. They're $7.99, so they're a little pricier, but they're super cute. So I'm glad I did pick it up. So I look like a hot mess, and I ran into like 2 of my friends, and I feel so like gross. I like was kind of embarrassed by the way that I look. Do you want to watch Moana or Cookie? You're like grouchy lately. He's just been super fussy and grouchy. Do you want to watch Moana or Cookie? Mo or Cookie? Moana or Cookie? You want to watch Cookie Monster?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, I'm gonna put on TV for him and try and settle us down a little bit, try and put him in a better mood, write in my calendar, and then get started on some work. You guys. So I think I've told you that the last so many days, my son has thrown a fit at nap time. He does eventually nap, and when he does, it's a good one, but he loses his ever-loving mind and screams this scream that I know neighbors can hear. And we always had issues with that. Like, well, we did during infancy. He just would scream during nap time, and for some reason he's pulling it back, and like now that he's so big, it's like super duper loud and super duper obnoxious. I really need to try better and try harder, and I really want to make sure that it's something that we can establish before baby number 2 comes. Just a really good system, a really good schedule, and if there's one day that we get off schedule, hurry up and get back on schedule the next day, because what has been happening is we've had birthday parties, we've had Christmas, New Year parties, we've had appointments, like so many things have gone on around nap time that he hasn't been able to have a real nap time. So it's just kind of been whenever we can get him down. So I think what was happening is for a while, because of all the things going on, he was taking late naps, and so I think he kind of got accustomed to like being really tired again until his nap time. So I think today when I'm trying to get him down at a decent time, he just was like, it wasn't a decent time though. It was earlier than usual, but still later than what I would like. Losing his ever-loving mind. I mean, the scream was unreal, and he's been doing that for the last couple of days, but today what made it different is I had to go in there and change up his monitor, and when I did, I noticed he peed. He had only been in the crib for maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops. Gave him like a couple hugs and kisses, put him down, and he was fine. And I'm like, why is he okay now? Because it has been like, usually when we put him down, we like to like, you know, make sure he's settled. He hasn't let us the last, I want to say the last like maybe 4 or 5 days, he has not let us do that at nap time. So it's been very odd. And so it's just been hard, like walking out, not being able to like tuck him in. It like reverted back to what we used to do, just throwing him in the crib and getting out as fast as possible so we didn't have to hear him scream. This time he let me like really lay him down, make sure he was comfy and everything. No, didn't cry or anything. He cried when I walked out, but he cried for maybe 30 seconds and then was done and, you know, fell asleep. So, like, it's been really tough. So I don't know if it's the 18-month sleep regression. I don't know if it's just the change in schedule. I don't know fully what the real cause is, but I know there's something going on. Other news, now I get to stress out about water. So a neighbor had asked if other people were having issues with the water looking like brown, and brown water coming out of like the faucet in the toilet. And I had just noticed maybe 5 minutes prior to them saying that, when I flushed the toilet, the water just looked a little tinge of like yellow. I did notice that, but I went ahead and I used the sinks and I filled up our like Ninja coffee bar carafe thing, and the water was like crystal clear. So I don't know if there really is a problem or not, but there is someone coming out to look at it. So I'm like hoping and praying they don't need to come inside the house, because that would really suck, because I already have him down for a nap. That would 150% wake him up if they were to come to the door. So I'm really hoping that they don't. So now I get to enjoy that stress. Awesome. Just when I need it to.
What about that one? What about that one? Yeah. Give him a high five. Right here, high five.
Can you reach it?
High five.
He's like, I can't reach it. Hey guys. I'm telling you, we've had like the most bizarre start to our new year, but still good, still lots of blessings, so we still feel really good. But today is Friday, and we are on boiled water alert, notice, whatever you want to call it, which is a lot of fun. You don't realize how much water you use until you can't use it for any kind of ingestion. We still can shower and everything, which I'm so thankful for. We still can shower, wash our hands and everything, but we just can't drink the water. So basically, like when you go, you know, out of the country or go out of town, you don't really want to drink the water, but you can pretty much do everything else. So that's basically what we're under. And it's just precautionary, so they don't know that if there is bacteria in it, but hopefully there's not. We're hoping it's lifted within the next, like, I don't know, maybe 5 hours or so. I'm just hoping that it all can be good. I probably will like run and flush like our house a couple of times, like flush the fridge, flush, you know, all of our lines for a little bit before I trust it completely. But for the most part, I don't know if we were necessarily contaminated. It's just when you are at risk for it, they just tell you to boil your water no matter what. My husband's going out to get us some coffee at least, because I didn't want to like hand wash dishes or anything. They said that you could use like obviously boiling water or bottled water if you want to hand wash your dishes and stuff like that. But like honestly, it requires so much water to wash your dishes that you don't really realize it. That I was like, you know what? I just want to leave it and have it all in the dishwasher. And then once it, you know, can go, I think I'm gonna wash the dishes twice just to make sure we really do get rid of all of the germs and stuff. So I saw that Megan Lee is actually in labor, so that's really exciting. I'm really excited for her. She'll be meeting her little one the next few days. I have been like having baby fever like crazy. Like I dream of her every single night, like meeting her. Like cannot wait to just like hold her and kiss her and squeeze her, and oh, it's gonna be so cool.